Most Wellingtonians can withstand the weather, but it seems it may have been too much for one person who's supposed to be renting a property there, looked after by Trust Property Management's Jared Buck.
Aaron's called in to say that it looks like we've got an abandonment. He's gone round to check on a tenant that's just got behind in his rent. He's found a note on the table which looks as like the guy's headed off overseas and left all his belongings behind.
Jared braves the wind and rain to join colleague Aaron at the abandoned property.
Yeah, it's a miserable day to be heading out to do this type of stuff, but we can't pick and choose when the tenant's going to do the runner from a property.
His destination is an inner-city apartment, and its erstwhile tenant had only a month left on a 6-month tenancy. Aaron's there to buzz him in. First glance, nothing appears too out of the ordinary.
The place looks like a bit of a disaster, but we see people living like this all the time.
Until Jared finds an ominous note left by the tenant.
Yeah, diagnosed with terminal cancer, gone back to Asia to die with family. Please donate my possessions to City Mission. Goodbye. It's like, well, he could have emailed that.
Perhaps the tenant just preferred a personal touch. Or perhaps it's all a red herring. With only his words to go on, Jared suspects they may never know.
Tracking someone down that's gone to Asia is difficult, so it could just be to put us off the scent.
But while the tenant might be gone, he hasn't managed a clean getaway.
He's left in a hurry. He's taken, from what I can see, a suitcase or maybe a little bit more of belongings.
The unit is in disarray now, but Jared and Aaron are property management pros who know a thing or two about getting busy. And clearing out the apartment provides an opportunity to sift around for any intel as to the tenant's whereabouts.
We treat people's personal space very carefully. In a situation like this isn't personal space any longer. He's abandoned it. XXXL. He wasn't that big, was he? If we can find any clues to him staying within New Zealand, then it is worth us getting an order in his name, so he then is less likely to try this again with someone else.
Although frustrated by a lack of viable clues, Jared and Aaron can at least now move on to creating an appropriate environment for someone else to inhabit.
Interesting keyring. Yeah, I don't want to know what it is.
The ex-tenant also owes a week's rent, and Jared's priority is to get this apartment back on the rental market.
Frustrated because of the distraction. We'd much rather be taking care of other problems for good tenants. 6 bags of rubbish, 4 boxes of personal belongings that to be donated.
Luckily, the runaway tenant's bond will cover the rent arrears, and with the apartments in this building in hot demand, finding someone else to move in should be as easy as taking out the trash.